Okay, we're just waiting.
Live streaming. It is live streaming.
Is it? Okay, it's live streaming.
Yes.
I've got a blank screen, so I'm going to have to wait. So be patient if you're watching this. Okay, here we go. All right, let me go find my Zoom screen.
Live streaming. It is live streaming.
Is it? Okay. Okay, one of us is got it on the loop. Right, sorry about this, guys. What's live streaming without a bit of technical stuff right at the start, right? So here we go. Okay, hi folks. I'm Aslyn Bloor from linsfood.com. I'm in the UK, and over there you've got.
Hi, I'm Giangi Townsend with Giangi's Kitchen in Arizona, way back on the other side of the pond. Hi, Aslyn. Wonderful to see you again.
Absolutely.
I love our Friday.
It's been a few weeks. Yes, our usual Friday get together. You have coffee and I have alcohol.
A spiced up coffee.
Yeah, sure. Right. So it's the end of August now, and we're going to be doing some super quick, late in the season summer desserts. Because of course, well, where you are, it's going to be warm for a while longer, isn't it?
We're looking until September, October, beginning of November, but fruit are all off 3 months because of our Eid setup. So but we're there. Yes, we're still going to be wearing t-shirts and shorts until November.
Cool. If you're entertaining this weekend, next weekend, Indian summer in September, so you want to whip up something quick, we've got just the thing for you. Two, in fact, with variations. So Giangi, tell us, what are you doing?
I am going to be doing a very classic Chantilly with strawberry, or some people will call it whipped cream, but it's a Chantilly, which is a French version of the whipped cream with fresh strawberries. And that's it. Very simple. And that's it.
Yeah, okay,
that's like used to big things, and I'm like,
No, that's definitely simple. But we've been doing a lot of simple, quick and easy recipes. But come autumn, get ready, roll up those sleeves, because we may be doing comfort food. Who knows? We shall see. So Giangi's doing Chantilly with strawberries, and I can see vanilla on your table as well. So yeah, I'm going to be doing something super simple. I first made this when the UK went into lockdown, so 2020, sometime spring or summer 2020. It's essentially ricotta cheese, or when I first made it, I did it with mascarpone, which is like super fat. So some people ask for something lighter, so I suggested ricotta or cottage cheese. So I'm doing ricotta today. So it's essentially a ricotta dessert topped with a whole host of toppings. One of the toppings we're going to be doing is fruit compote. I've got made earlier and placed in the fridge strawberry compote here. So I'm just going to quickly show you in case you're not sure how to do it. It's really super easy. We have some fresh berries. I've got raspberries here just to be different, because I've used up all the strawberries. So we're just going to dump that into the saucepan. I'm going to get started. Yeah, so I'm going to get started before we go on to Giangi. So I'm going to get started with the only cooking part. If you want to top this dessert, whipped ricotta with a berry compote. So dump your fruit in there, dump a little bit of sugar, and if you fancy some spice, drop a clove in there. Even a vanilla pod is absolutely fantastic in there. Split your vanilla pod, scrape it out, and dump everything in there, and leave this to cook for only about 10 minutes. If you think it's getting a little bit dry, add maybe 2 to 4 tablespoons of water. That's it. So I just wanted to show you how easy it is to make berry compote. We've got raspberries. You can do it with strawberries, blackberries, or you can do mixed berry compote. That's it. We're going to leave that to simmer, and we're going to go back to Giangi for her to tell you what she has done, and then we'll come back to me to get whipping with the ricotta, which is minutes. So what do you got?
Okay. Well, first of all, when you share a dessert with your friend, you also share the calories. So there. So if there's too much calories, well, you share with the friends and you don't have as many calories. So there you go. Now, what I'm going to be having is I have some strawberry. I have some cut already. I have heavy cream, vanilla, and powdered sugar. Now, this is very simple. There's two parts. One, cut the strawberries, put them in the little container, just like such. And then what I like to do, because I have a sweet tooth, I like to put a little bit of sugar over it, mix it up a little bit, and let it sit for a few minutes. The sugar will bring out the natural flavor of the strawberry. But also, how you do the whipped cream is take heavy cream, powdered sugar, probably like a tablespoon or whatnot, and vanilla extract. You put it in your handheld mixer or I cannot speak today, a mixer, you blend it. Now, I'm always the one who always whip things on live, and I always have to mute myself. So today I decided to spare all of you earrings, and I already did it. And I put it together, and you have to make sure that it has soft peaks. And you can see if I turn it over, it's not really moving too much.
How about you put it on your head? I meant the other way around.
So this is it. So I am going to pretty much, the recipe only takes literally 4 ingredients, and that's all. So as soon as my little strawberries are a little bit, you can leave them on for 5 minutes. You can leave them on for 2 minutes. You don't even have to put sugar with it at all. I like to put sugar because, let's face it, I have a very bad sweet tooth and I enjoy sugar. So, and that's it. That's all we're going to do. And this is step number 1 of my recipe.
Okay, cool.
Oh,
yeah.
May I just interject? I'm sorry. Now I'll tell her later. Never mind. Go ahead.
No? Yeah.
Yep. Go for it.
We're good? Okay.
We're
all
good.
right. So you've whipped your cream. You're now going to cut your strawberries.
Yep, I chopped my strawberries. I put in it with a little bit of sugar. I let it set here for 2 minutes until it's ready to assemble. Now, keep everything. If you can prepare all the steps early in the morning if you have a party in the evening and assemble it at the last minute, that will just perfectly fine because it takes literally, as you will notice, less than a minute to put it together. So, Haslin.
So we're going to get started. I've got ricotta here. And I thought I might as well make 2 tubs because it's yummy. So all we're going to do is to lightly whip. You don't even need this actually. So I spent 5 minutes looking for this today. You don't actually need it. You only need a wooden spoon. So because all we're doing is we're lightening the cheese, whether it's mascarpone or ricotta. If you are using cottage cheese, then you might want to place it in a blender and actually blend it to a smooth stage if that's what you prefer. But if you don't mind, and if you prefer the texture, same again, just lighten it so that you can spoon it into a dish, and that's it. You are done. So our ricotta here has been just whipped with a wooden spoon to lighten so that we can eat it as a dessert. So almost like your whipped cream there. Mm-hmm. So what at this stage, what I would usually do is suggest that we add some honey. And then when I first made it, we added some honey to this to sweeten the ricotta. And then we would top it with some nuts. That's it. Because this was a pantry recipe, a lockdown recipe. So something you can get easily, order your cheese from if you were doing online shopping, which I was doing. And nuts you're bound to have at home, honey you're bound to have at home. So that was a lockdown recipe. So now that we're not in lockdown anymore, you can pimp it up, so to speak. So
absolutely.
So we've got, what we're going to do is grab a bowl.
Grab a bowl.
So good job, they're just next to me. So right, So I'm going to split this up, okay? I'm going to divide this into 2 because I tell you what, if you are topping this dessert with something sweet like your strawberry compote, or even if you have a sauce or a chocolate sauce that's bordering on the sweet, what else have we got that's sweet? That's about it. So if you're topping it with something sweet, then maybe you don't want to stir in any honey. But if you're topping it with some dark chocolate or some walnuts or pistachios or pecans, even my favorite, then you want to lighten your cheese with, you want to sweeten your cheese with a little bit of honey.
Wonderful.
So there we go, a lightly sweetened, because it's not overly sweet, but it's to taste. So if you want to put more honey, that's up to you. So I've got one slightly sweetened, one just lightened, as in, whipped with a wooden spoon. That's it. So we're going to dish it up in a minute, and I'm going to give you suggestions on how to top our easy late summer desserts. But I'm first going to show you our raspberry compote. All done here. I think
that was easy.
Yeah, about 10 minutes was all it took. So we've got whole pieces of raspberries in there, and that's what you call a compote. Now, if you were to strain this, it becomes raspberry sauce. So, whatever you prefer doing. So that's done. We're going to put it on the side. I'm going to leave that to cool. We're not going to use it on the dessert because it's hot and this is cold. But I do have some cold compote to go on it. Right, back to you.
Wonderful. Well, while you were talking about cold, there is one thing that you have to remember when you whipping anything like a whipping cream or like ricotta or any other stuff, always make sure that you have a cold bowl to start off with, because it will fluff up. And same thing with the ingredient, it will fluff up more. It will not stay flat. So always remember to put, that's why we kind of pull things out of the last minute to make it on a very cold dish. Secondly, I have also some kind of little differences. You can't just make this regular, like I say, with the powdered sugar and the vanilla. And you can also add a little bit of liqueur to it. Now, when you add the liqueur, just add it very slowly and taste it as you go along. Because sometimes some liqueur are very overpowering. And I have had Chantilly with too much amaretto, and it was like, whoa. So just a little bit at a time. So you can do amaretto. He has a little beautiful hazelnut Italian flavor to it. Grand Marnier is one of my favorites. Also, Cointreau is very good. Baileys. My goodness, you can use Bailey's.
Perfect combination, right?
Perfect. So perfect combination.
For our viewers, when would you add the liqueur?
I will add it on the beating process while I am still beating it, but very gentle at the time, because and make sure that you taste it as you go along. So it may take maybe like a half a second longer, but you don't want to put too much into it. So when you're beating everything up, you just add it at that moment there.
Okay, so will adding the liqueur, say right at the start, will it affect the cream's ability to stiffen?
No, it will not. But I just recommend it put it towards the end of it a little bit.
Okay, once you've beaten it to the desired stage. Okay.
Exactly. That's, and like I say, you can taste it there and whatnot. And then I have a couple of different things, how you can use this application of just the whipping cream with the liqueur on different things like you do. So let's go back to the recipe on hand.
So you're going to dish up now?
Yes, I am done to dish up. So I have two different glasses. I have a tiny little glass, as you can see right here. If in case you just want to do a little, a little appetizer, you have a big party, you want to do little ones, or my afternoon snack, my daily snack, my big glass. And what you do, you put just a little layer of whipped cream on the bottom, just like such. Okay, this is a lot of whipping cream, but as I mentioned before, I do have a very sweet texture. And then you take your strawberries, you put them inside on top of it. Oops, and I'm making a mess. There you go. And then another small little dollop of heavy cream, the Chantilly, right over it. And this is literally a beautiful, quick, simple dessert. Presents very well. Great for kids in the afternoon, for an afternoon snack. Perfect for a dinner party. You name it, you can do it. I'm going to do the little one too, just to show you how easy it is. It's a little bit harder to put it in, but it'll be fun. That's it. This is how you put together this dessert. Nothing to it.
Super, super easy. And I know lots of you do like that. So we've got I've got the whipped ricotta here, and I've got the one that is just as is. So it hasn't been sweetened. So I'm going to just drop a couple of dollops of it in this little bowl. And same again there. Unsweetened, remember? So that I don't get confused, let's get started. No, actually, no, I can do this. So unsweetened at the back. You must remind me, Giangi. And
absolutely sweetened in the back.
And sweetened in the front. So here we go. So this is the sweetened one. We sweetened it slightly only, did we, with the honey? And it becomes lighter as well because you've added liquid to it. So let me use the same spoon so I don't mess up the glass. There we go. So champagne saucers, wine glasses, sherry glasses, as Giangi's got over there, are perfect for this dessert. So now we're going to top it up. So the sweetened ones. So what have we got? I've got some walnuts here, which is, I think, essentially how I first published this blog post. Sweetened with honey and just some pounded walnuts over it. That's it. How coarse you want your walnuts to be is completely up to you. Sorry, Giangi?
No, I was going to say, it's like you're pounding your walnuts, all your spice. Oh, make sure then you have the right one.
Yeah. So the front ones are the sweetened ones. So we're just going to drizzle a little bit more honey because earlier on it was just a touch of it. Again, how much you do of this is completely up to you. One of my readers asked if they could use maple syrup. So maple syrup works too. So we've got sweetened, drizzled with extra honey, and then all we're going to do is just sprinkle some walnuts over. That's it.
Okay. I have a question for you.
Yeah.
I live in Arizona. We do have different type because of our environment. We have mesquite honey. We have a lot of orange honey. Any honey will do?
Any honey will do.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Any, seriously. I've got a few different types of flavored honey. Yeah, any honey will do. So sweetened, remember, drizzled with honey. So one of the perfect things to do would be dark chocolate, grated dark chocolate.
Perfect. And I had a little piece of strawberry, then I sliced on top of it, just the last minute decoration to it. As you can see, those two desserts are very, very easy to make. I mean, it takes like 2 minutes, right?
Absolutely. So walnuts, dark chocolate, and then finally the unsweetened. Pardon me. So we've got a little bit of strawberry compote here that I made earlier. So this is sweet. It's got sugar. So that's it. A little bit, a lot, completely up to you. So
absolutely.
And then finally, I want to talk to you guys about pomegranate molasses. It is an essential Persian ingredient. And it is obviously we use it for stews and for salads, actually salad dressings. So it's like a match, a cross, not a cross. It's like a combination of honey and balsamic vinegar. So it is totally yum. I love this on ice cream. So unsweetened, lightened ricotta, and just a little bit of pomegranate molasses. So you get sweet, but an amazing tang with that creamy ricotta. Can't beat it.
Perfect.
So, there you go.
That's it.
One dessert topped 4 different ways. And you've got
one dessert. You can do it in 2 different presented in 2 different ways. And you can take the base and you can use this also for different applications. Do you want me to go ahead and tell everyone how
absolutely
you can use this?
Go on. Yeah.
Perfect. So if you have espresso in the morning, you can take a little dollop of whipped cream you can put on top of it. My favorite part also is when I have, I saw that. when you have ice cream, chocolate ice cream and coffee ice cream with whipped cream on top of it, Chantilly, I'm sorry, to me, is just the epitome of deliciousness. Also, if you can use this as a filling. Now, there's a difference between Chantilly and whipped cream, or panna montata, how they call it in Italy. the Chantilly, you put vanilla and powdered sugar to it, or baker's sugar if you don't have powdered sugar, which is a very, very fine sugar. The Italian version of the whipped cream, you only take the heavy cream, the whipping heavy cream, you whip it with no sugar. So it has more of a normal undertone to it. I like the French way because, as all you all know, I have a very sweet tooth. However, you can also use this for filling of your little eclairs. You have a pound cake, you can cut it in the middle, you can put this on top of it. Super fantastic. You can make little biscuits, anything you can use it as a filling or even as a top if you wish to. So it has a lot of applications, and on the blog I've put quite a few things and you can list. Now, if you have little ones, I would not recommend obviously to put liqueur in it, but if you do a pastry, then this will be perfect with a little bit of liqueur. You can even do the Kahlua, which is coffee, and then put little coffee beans on top of it, or grind a little coffee, or you can have any sorts of liqueur. Then you can enjoy it with, of course, hot coffee. Is excellent too. So there is quite a few directions and you can use this besides just eating it like this with the strawberry. And of course, I made it with strawberry, but like Haslin, we can use any kind of fruit compote, fruit cocktails, like any fruit in you have in the house, bananas, oranges, apples, peaches, you name it, whatever's in season right now. Put them all together, put it with a little bit of sugar, and boom, you put a dollop of this on top of it. It's wonderful. It just finishes up a dessert any way you want it to. Chocolate mousse, the topping for it is right there. So it's really a base recipe. Then you will be using with quite a few other recipes on that too.
Excellent. Well, there you go. I was going to say 2 for the price of 1, but not really, because you got a lot out of what Giangi just said today. So,
and a lot from you too.
So there you have it. Super easy desserts. I mean, I called the show late summer desserts, but honestly, you can make it at any time. You can do this for Christmas too, if you wanted, I mean, who says you've got to have warming or comfort type of desserts? Although, whipped cheese is comfort, isn't it, really? So there you go. Make it any time of the year, but especially perfect on hot summer days when you want something cold, both desserts. So mine is just whipped ricotta topped with whatever you want. And Giangi, what did you just make? Tell us again.
I made Chantilly with fresh strawberries. Very simple, classic French recipes. Actually, classic summer European recipe, because I remember in Italy, I was having that too also. So
yeah, so there you go. So thank you for joining us. And we shall be back again on Giangi's channel. When are we back, Giangi?
I believe we'll be back the end of September, because I'm going to be gone. I'm going to be traveling. So if we have the chance, maybe Aslan and I can meet online and I can just do a couple little videos, because I get to go to some places very fun. I get to go to India. So I'm totally excited. I cannot wait to taste real Indian food at home in there. So we will be back on, I believe, September 24. Something. That's right. Yeah. So we're going to be doing that. And
okay. So we'll see you again on Giangi's channel in about 5 weeks. But I'm constantly now anyway, constantly producing new videos, but once a week, and look out for my shorts that I've just recently got into. So enjoy those until our next live show on Giangi's channel. You guys have a great weekend, and we shall see you again soon.
Bye.
It's a trek to turn it off.